Happy New Year. How are you? I think it's been a bit of a mixed bag for a while now, so hopefully you're striding into 2022 and not crawling. If you're crawling, it's okay too. So I have a question for you. Is work an important part of who you are? Is your work a place where you know you can shine? And are you shining there right now? I ask this because a lot of me goes into my work. It's a huge part of my identity and it gives my life purpose. It gives me a reason for getting out of bed in the morning. And if that's the case for you, and if you know that you're compromising something important there, then this year really matters. So how about you and me and a handful of newsletters we spend this year and we keep on track with making a change that we want. And I hate that I have to say this, but there's no cost, there's no sales, there's no catch. But there is some truths. So, yes, the world needs what you have to offer. And when you enjoy your work and you're playing to your strengths, maybe you'll inspire your children, if you have any, to do the same. Possibly you'll become a better friend because you will be more content with yourself. But let's be honest, if work is part of your identity, you need to give what you have to offer for your health, for your sanity, for your heart. We are all so much more than these labels we live in: mother, wife, daughter, father, friend, dog walker, director. We're human beings, we're souls, we've got a purpose, we've got a reason for being here. For some of us, work is where we get to express that reason. And when we can do that, we feel alive. And feeling alive, coming alive is the point of being alive. So making sure that you're doing what you're good at and you enjoy, it's important. And I promise you that whatever the reason that you might be telling yourself that you can't have what you want, it is a lie. It's not true. I've been doing this over a decade. It's not true. We have a year. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to continue to write to you every 3 weeks. And I'm going to share content that keeps you and I connected to our intention that we're going to set. So I will share reminders of how brilliant and brave and incredibly sparkly you are, and the classic struggles of staying on track, and tips to keep you going. And my mission will be to remind you and myself that no matter what we want, it's havable. And you choose an intention for the year, something that will result in a meaningful change at your work, and you read its newsletter and allow it to remind you of that intention and to keep taking steps forwards. There'll be about 16 more newsletters this year, which isn't a lot over a year. And trust me when I say this kind of consistency of messaging, this is a stretch for me. It really is. I can be horribly inconsistent with things that matter the most to me, but I'm going for it. So, what's your intention? What is it? What change do you want to have made by the end of 2022? End the sentences. I want to make a decision to. I want to get brave enough to. I want to let go of. I want to start. Or one of my favorites, speak up to those you perceive as having more power than you. Just thought I'd throw that one in at the end. Now, if you're scratching your head, here are some examples. You could identify what's missing at your work and then choose one thing to fix. You could do your research and find a unicorn organization, the type that you think don't exist. Find a unicorn organization where you think you might actually have a feeling of belonging. Or you could make the decision to either leave your job or improve it, but get off the fence. And for some people, actually less direct changes need to come first. Maybe this year you need to fall in love with yourself, start to really like yourself. Maybe this is the year to come to peace with something from your past, so you can lay it down and you can move forwards. Or maybe this is the year where you really learn to trust your intuition and follow it. So choose something meaningful to you. Remember, you have a year. Make it achievable. Choose something that when you imagine going for it, you feel scared, but like good scared. A little bit of excited scared. And when you imagine having it, you feel some peace, some relief. Like you're on the right path. Don't worry about action steps for now. Stay out of the future. Just choose an intention. Okay, I'm doing the same, right along with you. So go, write, type, whatever you do it. Yes, right now. Go write down what it is that your intention is, the change you're going to make this year, and then take the next 2-3 weeks, let it settle in. Just let it settle in. And I'll see you in 3 weeks and I'll share my intention then. Happy New Year.